Hey folks, it's your pal, Big Trouble Ben Bishop, the man who stands at 6 feet 12 inches tall and weighs in at 15% of a metric ton. The one they come to see, the one made for TV, and you are listening to IPW's State of the Union podcast.
Big thanks to my pal, Big Trouble Ben Bishop. 6'12", 15% of a metric ton. Anyway, speaking of Big Trouble and Big Ben Bishop, I've got a big episode this week. I get to hang out with my buddies, my other pals, from the Unofficial Maritime Wrestling Podcast. They've got some exclusive news to share, and we talk all about TakeOver Moncton. 6'12". It's like they make humans who aren't the same height when they're sitting as when they're standing. As mentioned, everybody, we have some special guests this week. That's right, our buddies from the Unofficial Maritime Wrestling Podcast. I've got Corey and Mark the Mark. Welcome to State of the Union.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, I thought this was the Union of the State. Am I at the right place?
That must be... Maybe that's the New Brunswick flavor.
There you go.
Something like that. Maybe. Possible, yeah. So, you guys are big staples here in the maritime wrestling world, delivering all the news from all across the region. And some big news coming up. IPW jumping across the bridge for a change, having a show over in Moncton for our 1-year anniversary of the new era with TakeOver.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And I heard a special rumor that there might be a couple special guests who will be joining us at TakeOver.
I think you're correct on that. And who are we talking about, though?
Who are we talking about? Well, I'm looking at the two guys right here. We're inviting you two to be special guests to help us out on the commentary team for TakeOver. Be on the live stream on YouTube.
Correct. We will be there doing commentary. I've experience with hockey commentary, but this will be our first time doing wrestling, and we're really excited, and we're looking forward to this opportunity.
That's right. Yeah, we're definitely looking forward to it. We're big fans of the product that IPW brings. And, you know, as a first show of the season, as a first show outside of PEI, can't be better.
Yeah, fantastic. Great choices. We're super glad to have you guys along. Have you been to the Aberdeen Cultural Center before? Or is this going to be a new venue for you?
Brand new for me. I've never been there.
This is new for me as well. I've heard
that was
good
new
things.
For me.
It's a nice
new for me as
theater.
well.
Can't wait.
Yeah, it's great. It's great looking theater in there. So it's an awesome setting, nice dark room. It's going to be lots of fun. I stopped by recently. Hopped in a car, a little carpool, drove over. Saw me some Megadeth in Moncton a few weeks ago. It was good times.
Love me some Megadeth. I didn't see them this time, but I did see them in 2023.
That was a great show as well. Also saw them then. Only 2 times, but yeah, super glad to have some of these big acts go to Moncton.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Yeah. So speaking of TakeOver, I thought I'd maybe touch on some of the things that are going to happen along the way. So before we get into the matches, I guess everybody's favorite talk show besides podcasts will be live again. We've got Caden's My Time, and he's going to have the guest of Daniel Wall.
Caden's one of my personal favorites. I think he's great, and I really can't wait for this talk show segment. You know,
I'm interested that Daniel Drywall is going to be on there. I imagine he's going to say quite a lot of things about his, we could say, former partner, Sebi.
I think it's safe to say that.
Yeah, we haven't gotten a medical update on Sebi yet. We seen that X-ray and it didn't look very good, so I think he's out of action for a little while.
That's right. We'll see how it goes.
Right. Now, Caden's also pulling double duty that night. He'll be part of the large Fatal 4-Way match that you guys got to help announce a few weeks ago with Caden, Thad Howitt. We've got Spike Esty in there. And the Mauler, James Manning.
Absolutely. Could be a show stealer. Last year at TakeOver, this was an incredible match, a 5-star classic, in my opinion. Caden took the win. Can he double down? Can he win it 2 years in a row?
That's right. Hey, and there's some bad customers in this match, man.
Oh, of course.
Bad Thad Howitt, wow, powerhouse. He doesn't care about anybody's feelings. He's gonna put them aside and just, he's possibly gonna kill him. Let's put it that way.
I mean, Thad Howitt and the Mauler, like, they're so big, so powerful. Both of them with that fuel, that anger. Like, it's two of those guys together, toss the bodies around.
Might need your own X-ray machine, huh?
You kind of feel bad for Spike Esty here because it seems like his back's against the wall. He's got three people, breathing down his neck, and he might be alone in there, but he's the one for a reason.
Yeah, he is the one. That is accurate. And all of this is for an opportunity at the Prince Edward Island Championship as well, right? This is to become number one contender for Game Over to face the PEI champion.
Rick Owens is looking forward to that match for sure. I know he's just chomping at the bit.
Yeah, and Rick Owens will be in the house. He has been announced he will be there. He's bringing the title along with him. Now, there is a special rule where the Prince Edward Island Championship can only be defended on PEI soil. So he doesn't have any sort of a match scheduled, but knowing Rick, he'll try to find a way to get involved somehow and make sure the fans go home happy.
That's good old Rick Owens right there.
That's right. Hey, and in this match, there's a lot of, former matches of rugged Rick Owens as well that we're looking back at. Caden's already had his shot at him. Bad Thad Howitt at Terror in the Tap Room in PEI.
Yeah.
So, they'll want their second piece of cake, you could say, right?
Oh yeah, these guys are definitely in the contention for the PEI championship, as they've all been in the title picture before.
That's right.
Well, some of them. And speaking of title picture for PEI Championship, former PEI champion and recent challenger Zane Valentine is going to have a matchup against the Wanted Man, Ryan Dennim.
Yeehaw! Get 'em up, Cowboys! And let's get this rodeo started. Because that's right, on April the 4th, at the Moncton, New Brunswick Center, Culture Aberdeen Place, I'm coming in for a good old-fashioned butt-whipping on your boy, Ryan Dennim. Wee-haw! Giddy up, Ryan! Because you better buckle up, bucko. Because now, you landed in the ring with the Zane train. And now the business of your ranch and your dancing and clicking of your cowboy boots have come to a halt! Permanently on April the 4th. So best tell yourself, Ryan, to keep hitting the gym, to keep hitting the ranch, and make sure your horse drinks plenty of water, because I'm going to dehydrate you to every last breath when you step into that ring with me April the 4th. Everybody, you step in the ring with the man of the hour. That's too sweet to be sour. Oh yeah, buckle up, bucko.
Yeehaw, let's go! April 4th, the Wanted Man, Ryan Dennim, is coming back to Moncton for IPW TakeOver. That's right, IPW Nation, your favorite maritime wrestler is coming to the Aberdeen Cultural Center for one night only. Yes, sir, it's a VIP exclusive event, so you better get your tickets now while you still can. Now, let's turn my attention over to my opponent for that evening. Zane Valentine, the Zane Train as he likes to call himself. Now I hear the Zane Train plans on chugga choo-chooing all the way to Moncton, and he believes that he's gonna run me over and leave me for the buzzards? Well, I got news for you, kid. You see, I've been watching your matches. Now I've seen your power, I've seen your skill, but I've also noticed that you have a tendency to have to cheat in order to win. Now, a wanted man doesn't need to cheat. No. You see, for many years, I've been putting in the work. I've been honing my skills. And come April 4th, under the big bright lights of IPW, the wanted man, Ryan Dennim, plans on rounding you up for the 1, 2, 3. Give you up.
Did you guys get a chance to see Dennim?
Oh yeah, I've seen Dennim plenty. I mean, Zane Valentine in IPW is a proven commodity, former PEI champion. It's a big test for Dennim. You got to look out for the Ultimate Female too, because I'm sure Sassy Stormy Hale is not going to be that far.
Yeah, Symphony of Wrestling, keep things tight. Yeah. And speaking of Sassy Stormy Hale, she will be in action as well. She's got a rematch up against Salem Wilder. She got the best of Salem at the last event, Final Frost, in the VIP match. And Salem wants to get another shot at that and prove she's able to hang with the best here.
April 4th in Moncton, New Brunswick. This time with Island Pro Wrestling. And the last time I set foot in the IPW ring was my debut at Final Frost. Stormy Hale came out on top, but please, let's just get a few things straight before we proceed with this, okay? Stormy cheated. There is so blatantly a rule against interfering with your opponent's eyeballs, okay, that I don't know, it was just not seen. But this time is different. This rematch is important because, Stormy, I know what you're like. I know what you do when you feel cornered, and I know what you do when you're scared. And I love that this is another VIP match in a small venue because there's nowhere for you to run, and there's nowhere for you to hide, and there's not really any room for you to pull any of your little tricks or shenanigans because everybody's gonna see it. And this time, Salem Wilder is gonna come out on top. And here's the thing, you're an island favorite, but in New Brunswick, you know, I'm the local favorite. I'm the local girl. I'm the local favorite. So I can't wait to see you. I hope you're excited to see me too. Because there's going to be no nerves, no firsts for us. You know what's going to go down. I'll see you Easter weekend.
That's right. Yeah, and I mean, you know, looking at the picture right now of the women's division, I think this is possibly a matchup to really see who's ready to step up and take over maybe the top of the division. You know, where, you know, we've seen Chantel, we've seen Ronnie Payne, which are very, very well-known names in the women's division. So we'll see where that goes.
Take over. I saw what you did there.
Exactly.
Nice. And speaking of alternate divisions as well, we've got some tag team action. There's a triple threat tag team. It was just announced earlier this week. We've got the Pete LeBlanc and Ryan McGrath, tag team specialists from AWOL. They'll be facing the Revelations, Famine and Demonic, as well as compadres from the old dudes, Logan Green and Daniel Wall.
I mean, after seeing Final Frost, I think you guys really need to get catering. Famine seemed a little hungry there, and poor Ryan McGrath, you know, he's still having nightmares from that experience.
Yeah, hopefully they...
the same.
No, not at all. Yeah, we need to find some, see if there's any snacks we can have in the building this time around.
Something.
Yeah.
Granola bars.
That Family Guy's kind of hungry. What else do we have that night? We've got Ryan Schimmel and Wesley Pipes. Wesley Pipes returning to Moncton, New Brunswick. These guys are both masters of throws, suplexes, grappling. Like, this is going to be a technical matchup.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, we've seen what Wesley Pipes can do. He's a proven performer, you know, former champion in a lot of different promotions around the Maritimes. He is still a champion and, you know, in different promotions as we speak. And, you know, he's a proven performer. Ryan Schimmel, he's had his shots against other proven performers in IPW. Not quite as successfully in some cases, But, you know, if he keeps getting his shots, who knows? He's hungry. You can see it.
Right. And that IPW lineage as well, right? With Wesley Pipes. He's held both the heavyweight championship and the Prince of Rhode Island championship in the past.
That's right.
He's the only one that's done that, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Look at that.
Special place for him. And speaking of IPW championships, we also have in the main event the Giant Orion versus Auguste Artois in a rematch from the Game Over last year, where we crowned the first New Era champion. Auguste seems to claim that the Knight having to defend his FIP title earlier in the night was unfair.
That's right.
I mean, I can see his point. I think fans are just clamoring for this rematch ever since we've seen it. You know, is there an outside chance that the Giant Orion can fall? Can we be seeing that the IPW title traveling the world with Auguste Artois? You know, I could smell an upset here.
That's right. Yeah, and you know, last time he tried everything. You know, he's been studying Giant Orion, we could say. You know, he's tested him out. So let's see if he can take him for a run this time, even further than the last time, and you know, possibly win that title.
Right. Even last time, I remember he put a lot of effort into lifting and standing up with the Giant. And that seemed to be a bit of his demise, actually, just putting a little bit too much into that showboating.
Even tried arm wrestling, didn't work.
And you know what? On his last episode of his podcast, he said he was gonna lift Giant Orion and throw him. We'll see how that goes soon enough.
If he manages to do it, then watch out who's ever down in the front row.
That is correct, yes. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, guys, for chatting with the card with me. We're even more excited to have you at the show. Like, hey, you're going to have pretty good seats at this point, right? Commentary.
I think so, huh?
The
That's
best.
usually pretty awesome. Yeah. So it'll be
Thank you very
awesome
much
to be
for
part of the
having us.
broadcast team. And we'll see you guys on April 4th then.
Take care, guys.
Thank
Great.
you so much.
Takeover is in just 2 weeks. It's April 4th at the Aberdeen Cultural Center in Moncton, New Brunswick. As you just heard, Corey and Mark are going to be there. I'm going to be there. I bet you want to be there as well. Get your tickets right now at islandprowrestling.com. This is a VIP exclusive event, one night only. This is your only chance to catch all this craziness that's been happening over in Prince Edward Island in your city. See you from ringside.
Top floor, penthouse suite.
Did somebody say takeover? How appropriate is it that the next event for IPW on April 4th at the Aberdeen Center in that dirty, disgusting, decrepit, dirtbag town known as Moncton, New Brunswick, gets to see the most beautiful man in maritime wrestling today, the Big Bad LG. And what an appropriate name. Takeover. Because I'm the guy who's taking over maritime wrestling. I'm the guy who's taking over IPW. And with my beautiful, beautiful babe by my side, there's no telling what can happen next. And it doesn't matter who my opponent is for April 4th. It doesn't matter who you team me up with on April 4th, because I'm the guy who's going to rule IPW. I'm the guy who's going to take this company to heights it's never seen. And you want to know why? It's because life's good. Mwah! When you're the Big Bad LG, baby. April 4th, take